Who's in and who's out for the 2026 Bass Pro Tour for Major League Fishing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. If you're new, my name is Steve Chapman. Who is going to qualify for the 2026 season of the Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour? Remember, they have been 65 this year. They are moving down to 50 or 51 for 2026. It will be the best group of anglers, best 50 group of anglers that we've ever seen. And there'll be a lot of anglers that don't like being dropped that will probably move to either they'll be relegated back down to the invitationals, or they might go try to fish the Opens and the EQ series, and some might actually go fish NPFL. But the 2026 field of the Bass Pro Tour will be the best of the best group there is. But this is extremely confusing, and I can be wrong. I want that to be known right off the bat. I try not to, but I have a spreadsheet that I use and have done since and calculated every year of the Angler of the Year points. Now there'll be 35 anglers who will move into automatically requalify because they're career Angler of the Year points. Then they'll take 10 anglers from the 2025 season on their points for this year only. Also, for every 3 years that you're in the BPT, you can take away 1 year. You can take away your worst year. So there are anglers that have been in the league for 7 years. They get 2 years taken off their Angler of the Year, career Angler of the Year points. And then I get an average, I get a total points and then an average. And then I kind of go through it one by one and do my due diligence to try to figure out who's in and who's out. Also, I know what you're thinking. What the heck, Steve? What's going on? Also, you have to remember, Bobby Lane double qualified. So he qualified for the invitationals because they're going to take 5 people from the invitationals. So Bobby qualified in the invitationals and Dustin Smith qualified on the invitationals. Both those two guys are not using their invitation. So 2 other anglers from, I believe, the career Angler of the Year points will automatically requalify. And again, this is my spreadsheet. I can make errors. And it's still extremely confusing to this day for me. So who's in and out for 2026? And those anglers include Luke Clausen, Dylan Hayes, Greg Vinson, Marshall Robinson, Gerald Sfoyer, Josh Bertrand, Jared Littner, Keith Pouchet, Skeet Reese, Terry Scroggins, Martin Villa, Fred Rubanis, Britt Myers, Marty Robinson, Brandon Coulter, Shin Fukai, Dave Lefebvre, Gary Klein, and David Walker. Now, we have to remember that Bobby Lane double qualified. And I'm pretty sure that Dustin Smith is not going to accept his bid. So if that is the case, 2 anglers will move back into it. And that would make Luke Clausen and Dylan Hayes requalify automatically. And that's great news for those guys. Now, I don't have the list from Major League Fishing. They will distribute that to the anglers, and maybe they'll distribute it to me so I can do a proper who's in and who's out from their numbers. But there are a lot of anglers that are going to qualify for heavy hitters too, that are not going to be on the BPT. All those anglers will go fish Orange Lake for heavy hitters, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to do a recap of the BPT for the year. I'm also going to do another video directly after this about the real numbers on forward-facing sonar for the BPT. So if you want to see that, that should be coming soon. Are there some of your favorites on that list and they could be regulated back down into the invitationals? What do you think? Do you think it's the right thing to move down to 50, 51? That's a great question. I'd love to know your answer. Drop a comment. Please do me a favor. If you're not one of my subscribers or members, do me a favor. Make sure you're one of the team and the family members. I really do appreciate it. It's humbling and it's just a great experience. And I got a goal. And if you're not a subscriber, I need you to subscribe. Even if you're one of these elite or BPT anglers that watches the channel and then shoots me texts and you're embarrassed that you follow me or watch my stuff, do me a favor and subscribe, please. Nobody will know. except me, and I would appreciate it. But if you're not a subscriber, click that button. Welcome to the team. Remember, take a kid fishing, tight lines, cheers, and get your fish on.